Hello, everyone, and we are back here with the Gamebreakers crew, and we're playing the Tomb of Annihilation in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. We are mid session here, so go back and catch the first part of the episode. And now we find the party finishing fourth. Connie marches forward, stops at the stairs.
The lunatic will repack.
Is the magic room corridor not magic anymore?
It is no longer active.
Yeah, our dude's regular old, the brute squad's regular weapons seem to hold up, so.
Awesome. Woo!
Check the stairs.
Yeah, I had checked for traps everywhere.
And I had kind of started the stair, like the top of the staircase, but not further.
Connie passes on and goes into the chamber beyond.
Chippy says, "Hey, Roken, can we talk about Arcana stuff over here? Looking at this chain for a second. I mean, AKA, can you help me with a skill check?"
Yes.
Guidance.
Well, I guess the first roll, 30, isn't bad. What do we think about that chain room rift situation?
Okay, so as you approach this chamber, this shaft, you have that hot wind tinged with the smell of burning oil. And by the time you get in the chamber, there's wind from above and below. Those previously noted planar vortices, as reported by Broken, planar vortices are incredibly destructive. No one can expect to enter a vortex and survive. Yeah, whatever fell down there definitely ain't coming back. This chain is specifically a mechanist chain. Such chains are crafted by Modrons and used in conjunction with other machinery to keep the plane of mechanists in working order. You also realize that this mechanist chain has been repurposed for the tomb. This planar opening has been opened, and the chain has been fed through into a cog below, and dips under the cog and stretches back upward. The amount of labor and force involved is amazing. Right? This keeps, entire planes in operating order, and it seems to have been tapped into to power this dungeon. Additionally, the stories tell that destroying a mechanist chain requires the casting of 3 wishes.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we're not going to do that.
Right? I ain't got one, much less 3.
I mean, if I had 3 wishes, would I spend it on that chain?
Very true.
All right. Well, that was fun. Thank you.
There is something that comes to mind. The Tao, the genie that you freed, had offered
Right.
3 wishes.
Hey, that's true. I mean, would it be a good thing if the chain was destroyed? I mean, do we need it for anything?
It is the power source of this dungeon. It's what resets and powers the blade fan that tried to eat you, and other such traps and mechanisms along the way.
It would certainly. It seems like it would certainly irritate Assy Rick. I mean, if we wanted to
give a pass to Valindra. And I mean, maybe we need it to open, like if the power's not working for doors we need coming up. I mean, we might also be causing. I think it's worth remembering once we're through them.
Right, maybe on our way out. Maybe it will become clear to us later.
So the chain goes up and down, and it passes at about 50 feet per round. It's out of casual reach. You see why they couldn't reach it with the great axes. There is a 15-foot wide gulf between the two balconies. The far balcony is lower. And there is also this passageway that Roken had spied.
Is it like?
It's a half-size whole tunnel, right? Your medium creature could, squeeze through there.
Alex says, "I'll check it out. What do you think?
Yeah,
Should we take the time?"
Yeah.
All right. She is, of course, invisible and going pistol first. Y'all can follow me if you want, but probably less comfy for you.
I placed you on the spot, and it does reveal an area inside, right? Go ahead and give me perception and/or investigate. But as the room comes into view, you see a chamber that contains a bronze apparatus centered on a high hinged arm. Slowly rotating is a 10-foot diameter globe. There seems to be a topographic map, landforms, and oceans. Concentric rings of brass constrain the device, all rotating and bearing their own spheres. One of those spheres has sharp points and appears sun-like. Carvings of tall, headless humans decorate the walls. So I see a perception there, yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally hit persuasion, sorry.
It's alright.
That wouldn't have been effective. So she's going to fly back and give everybody a description of what she saw, and then go back again.
Make a history.
Flat 14. Amazing.
It is enough to tell you that this appears to be like a working model of Toril, its moon, and the sun. This is, you see the features, of the planet. This is where you are, right? It seems to be a planetary model of the planet you're on and these other planets around it. So you go tell people about it. Anyone else going to check it out? Roken.
She's gonna scout the room real quick first. Is there anything else in the walls? There's the you said there's pictures of headless humanoids.
Yes. So you enter the room.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that to like show me in your token. So stepping into the room, the apparatus suddenly swings around, its rings rotating out of the way as the surface of the globe peels back to reveal a dark, hollow interior. Inside the cavity is a bronze chair with levers built into the armrests.
Wow. For a medium-sized creature.
Indeed. It looks like it's ready for you to sit as it's presented itself to you.
Does anything else happen that I see? That Alex notices? Any sign of threat or anything else in the room besides that?
It seems fairly clear with that perception check. Would you like to spend some time to investigate, perhaps? Or are you going to go back and grab a buddy, or what?
Yeah, I think she's going to go back and describe it to everybody. And you know, Roken, I feel like your investigation skills here might be really useful. You're muted.
I will hop over on the broom.
As you flag across, the berserkers leap out and grab onto the chain and are whipped into the air and then drop down onto the other side and pass through.
Nice.
What about this chair? I mean, is it a good thing for one of us to sit in it? It seems to want that.
I got a 21.
So with a 21, you search throughout the room and the chair and such, and we will see that there appears to be one of these pocket doors that you're familiar with, like kind of with a hidden stone activator to the south. Try to ping that right here.
Oh,
You don't have anything else that stands out necessarily.
So this is like something closed.
Correct. And if you got some is like some kind of navigation or intelligence check.
I'll do intelligence. I don't have navigation.
Well, as good as you can do.
Let's see. Oh wow.
Based on you can kind of guess that this is near the control room. It points in the direction of, you know, by bearing.
So I'm not seeing anything that's gonna kill us.
A closed pocket door.
Yeah. Yeah. Try sitting in it. I don't see any traps.
I was ready an attack action from outside the.
When Roken gets to a pausing place, Chippy's can ask for her help on another Arcana check to try and figure out what the seat and controls and everything might accomplish.
Okay. Okay, so opening the door there does reveal a passageway that leads down to the control room. And upon opening the door, Tim comes to the northern side of the room. Hello? Is anyone there?
Hey, it's us.
As you come through, it's the access is under the lectern, and when you pull the lectern, when you pull the access below, there's the lever moves the entire control panel aside, and you're underneath the control room. Well, that's convenient. Maybe I
Finding
should
anything about this place is convenient.
line it back up so it points to upstairs. Goes over and flicks some buttons, and you hear the cogs outside grind and move the place.
Wait. Set it so that it's inaccessible. If the best we can do to make it so that nobody can get into the control room.
But don't we want to go back upstairs to get our mates?
Yeah, there's no way for him to set it once he gets up.
Like, I put it back into the position where it connected to this control room, to the hallway, to the two rooms in the hallway. The two cogs. So we can come back in and out. We want to get back out, right? This isn't a one-way trip, is it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm setting it so we can get back out.
But we'll be able to get to the control panel through the other way.
You saying I should lock off our reinforcements? You don't have people. Isn't
Yeah,
on the way?
that's the. We don't have to make a decision yet, right? We can deal with the few of these other pieces, and then for now let's leave it open.
All right, time to catch up. Sounds ropes.
Right.
Moves it in place.
Want
Pops
to
in.
shut it off for Valindra, but Wayne can't shut out.
Azaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue to have a
So
ready to action.
Tim walks into the room and takes a look around. Oh, well, isn't this interesting? Oh, there's some evocation damage here. Transmutation.
So, what can Chippy and Roken figure out about the planetary apparatus seat control thing?
So, taking a look over you did have an excellent arcana in history before here. So, as far as this thing looks, It looks like it has a number of different positions that it could orient itself into. The levers inside are controls for that. So that's your Arcana. Tim says, of course, there's magic all over this thing. Evocation. It's probably going to hurt you somehow. Conjuration. Yeah, I bet you there's stuff.
Could it be controlling the rift? That seems unlikely. The alignment of the planets, like it seems like, I mean, if we had a portal right in front of us, I'd say, yeah, this thing controls where the portal points. But I don't see any portals. Do you think it creates one?
It definitely has something that's going to happen with the arrangements. It's magical. Seems there is mechanical aspects to it, but the magical effects. Roken didn't find any traps. It doesn't seem that like touching it will jump out and do something terrible. But of course, once you start activating levers, who knows? Evocation is one of them. That's going to hurt.
All right, I got it. So we all go all the way outside of the dungeon and we tell the berserkers, in like 10 minutes, whenever we send them a message, they should start pulling levers. No? I mean, should we just go away and not bother?
I don't see a lot of need for it.
Chippy's going to crawl back through and tell Wayne about it. And what do you think, Wayne? Should we just leave it alone?
What do our hitchhikers say? Like, kind of consult Papa Zoggle.
Now, taking a look back to the number of different spirits that are within, we have Moa, Nangang, Papazotl, Obalaka, Unk, Chigambi, Ijin, Kubazan, Wongo. There are 9 voices here. And amongst them, they speak of warnings and rewards.
I mean, I doubt it, but for all we know, it's some puzzle with this Acerax Phylak. That's my only the reason I keep retaining any fucking stupid puzzles anyway.
Well, there was something inside, the planetary globe. It's a chair. Do you think there's something inside the moon or the sun? Just try smashing it.
Does one of the 9 god spirits particularly identify as the earth spirit, and another one as the sun or the moon? I don't remember hearing that.
They have
Ejin or
different
Moa, do you?
traits, and as you had determined, they essentially align up to the 9 alignments.
So no. All right.
I think it's probably worth at least like. I mean, if it's just a pretty decoration, that's one thing. That and I say that like, but it doesn't seem like that would be that. But then again, like we've seen some weird shit.
Tim would speak up and say, the keys gave the gift that Roken carries. Multiple gifts.
Yeah.
Just for fun, Alex is going to summon a green toad and spit it out of her mouth into the seat in the planetary orb. Okay, only 2 more.
I mean, I would say that with your treasure sense, there's definitely treasure in this room. The sun-shaped orb is full of treasure. Precious metals and stones. It's full. It's full of gold.
And we know which one of us is interested in the moon stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to have any religious significance. It's not celestial rings or anything. Tons of moon's just a moon. But I'm keeping an eye out for such things. Yeah, I'm not against tinkering with it. I think we should have everybody stand plenty clear. I'm gonna ready an action from out here like usual.
All right. So Alex is going to ride the thing and everyone else is going to get out of the way, yeah?
Unless somebody else wants to. I'm not.
Finders keepers. She saw it first. We don't want to waste 10 minutes on some sort of divination that's not going to really tell us anything anyway, do we?
Right.
No, clock's ticking on the Brood Squad.
I think it was, danger and reward were the various different murmurs. Right? Ishin thinks it's dangerous and should be avoided. Kubazan says that you will find great things if you're brave enough. Various different inputs. Wongo says smash it.
Huh.
Smash the sun.
So Chippy's going to hide in that tunnel.
Oh,
Hey, Roken,
that's in the lunatic.
what's that?
Wongo's in the lunatic. That's the funny.
Ah,
Right.
so Alex is going to get in this thing. Roken, where do you want to be?
I'm fine here.
All right, here we go then. So she's going to climb in.
Maybe somewhere you can hide.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll be close, says Tim.
Oh, Tim, you got to not block my shot though. It's a narrow corridor.
All right.
If you want to be close on that other side, you can squeeze into that one.
Now Chippy's underneath there.
That's right. Okay.
All right. So Alex has a seat.
She
And
she tries to carefully not step on the frog or brush it out of the way if it hasn't hopped away yet.
so, all right. The chair awaits. What do you do?
Well, you said there's a bunch of levers and stuff, right?
Indeed.
I'm guessing that none of them are marked in any Sylvan symbols that she would recognize or common. She has a cartography skill. Maybe can she use her cartography skill to try and understand the map side of it?
Sure. Go ahead and give me cartography. This is while you're looking at it before you get in there.
Yeah.
Okay. There does seem to be a correlation of the levers, three bodies, three rings. It's probably control of the individual. And with that, it's probably some kind of coordinate system.
Can she remember outside anything about the current alignment of the planets or the sun or anything?
Well, pending the time of the day, but it seems like this would probably demonstrate those things.
All right, so she's just gonna
It's about midday. You could try to make it noon-ish orientation.
yeah, she's gonna try and line it up as close as she can to the current way the planets would be.
All right. So you have a seat, and when you have a seat or stand, when you just take place in the chair and get ready to pull the levers, the globe closes. It remains transparent looking outward. And with the first attempt, you input the levers, and the machinery starts to turn. And give me a percentile. You gain heroism, and you have it as a charm.
What does it mean that it's a charm?
Like the supernatural gifts, charms, and
Oh, okay.
charms
All
and
right.
boons. I think you have one of each. Charms are what the Chwinga gave you.
Oh yeah. She's
Charm is
just gonna
heroism.
keep kind of having fun with it. Just like turn the thing around to this way, maybe try and get him to line up.
Second touch there for me. Okay. the room, the globe that you're within briefly fills with a noxious green gas. And give me a con save. And so you're going to save for half of 23. So that'll be 11 poison damage. And the fog quickly dissipates. That was a conjuration spell, by the way. You've seen it before.
All right. Now she's going to try and figure out how to get the thing to open again. Maybe she'll try and stand up.
Okay. And as you stand up from the chair, it reorients itself and opens. And as it opens, the moon shatters open. And this large creature unfolds from the much smaller space it was just in.
I'm offended. Ready action.
Take a standard. I have initiatives up on the board. I'm just going to roll with those. Take that action there.
Indeed. Sharpshooter. I can't see that. Get the token
It is
close. Not undead. Fiendish.
Evil.
Evil
Fiends.
fiend. Okay.
Fiend, yeah. That's if
28 hits, I hope.
a humanoid with wings and a great axe. Talon feet. The 28 does hit, yes.
28 damage.
Okay. The bow finds it shoots straight. The arrow finds its target.
A 25 to hit. And I've only been using the first ones. And then an 18 to hit for the third shot.
What was the second shot there?
25.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like those hit also.
So then 30 damage and 24 damage.
Okay, so you
yeah.
had 3 shots just as a standard, just to follow.
On the first round of combat, I get 3
Yeah.
attacks in an action. Only for the first, only my first round of combat though.
Right. I thought you were taking your ready to action now, right?
That was the ready.
Which was
But
28. 28 damage.
Well, my attack action has multiple attacks in it.
Right. And so what was attack 2 damage?
Attack 2 damage was 30, and then attack 3 is 24.
Thank you. And yes, they had all landed the blow, and with your held ready to action, we now start initiative. Thanks. Just help me keep track of where we're at. Damage is applied. It looks pretty wrecked. Does not like what you've done. It's your turn.
I continue.
Pleasure.
I like that it doesn't like this. I'm in way too much. I assume this room is lit just by the lightning vortex horribleness.
Indeed.
I have heroism. So 17. Does that hit?
Nope.
Crap. Even worse. A 20. To hit?
20 does hit, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pop a 3rd level spell.
Mhm.
And a 1st level spell. 61 damage and it goes prone. Eldritch Smite
11,
plus the Moonbow Smite.
31 damage.
61.
61, thank you. And prone it is. And inert.
Okay.
The room is quiet.
I'm going to activate my Pearl of Power. If nothing else happens immediately.
The room draws quiet, and for a moment, your mind does, as we take a step back and look to catching up with our heroes next week on our next game of Tomb of Annihilation. Hope you liked what you saw. Hit the like button below, subscribe to see some more of it. Head up our Patreon to help us do it better next time. Until then, have a good game. Bye, everybody.
Take care.